Well, a very good afternoon. Glad to be with you again. It's been a while, so let's go over last week and this week's happenings in and around the Stoke Kairos. I'm Steve Jones. This is Eargard Wrexham. Well, happy Sunday to you. I hope I find you well wherever you may be. Apologies for the inconsistent input over the last couple of days. A bit of stuff, family stuff going on in the background, so I've had to deal with that one. So, where shall we begin? We shall begin last Saturday at the Stoke Kairos as Charlton Athletic once again visited for a game in the EFL Championship. Going into this one, I knew it wasn't going to be a completely different game to the last time when we won to go up. Charlton have had a good start to life in the Championship, recruited well, and they're looking good. So, what did the game bring us? Much again the same game of two halves, really. First half was a bit, you have a go, we have a go. It was a bit bitty, a bit scrappy. A couple of good half chances. I think put a couple of good saves in. Second half, we came more into it. We got the penalty decision. I was in the tack end, and nobody around me knew what he'd given it for. Much like the whole of the ground, probably. I think the only person that saw it was the linesman. Which I found baffling, considering he hadn't given a couple of more obvious ones earlier on. Is that called levelling up? Who knows? But we will take the decision put away by Josh with aplomb. I, like everybody around us, could not believe it when he put 9 minutes up. I suppose you could say Charlton were paying for the time-wasting antics. Is that right? Is that wrong? The goalkeeper went down injured, so they could have a team talk. Something that's quite prevalent in English football at the moment. Got to get rid of it. It's not pleasant. But we held on. Once again, Charlton manager not too happy with the verbals he's been given, but make a silly statement, it always comes back to bite you on the backside, and whenever he comes, he's going to get it. Football in a circus. Tough shit, mate. That's the way it goes. Right, what else have we done this week? Got to give a massive shout out to the women's side. Janalo Adron Trophy. Played Llandudno, winning 9-0. One hell of a result there from the girls. Retail news. We now know why sections of the turf were being carefully removed from the centre line when the pitch was removed, as they're now encased in plastic and up for sale online and in the shop at Eagles Meadow. Not for me, really. And I think it's a bit top heavy for what it is, but there we are. That's just my humble opinion. I think a better use of it would have been to put it in the Ryan Reynolds Park, really, but who knows? There we go. But the one thing I do like is the Legacy shirt. That was announced this week, going into the weekend. Brilliant idea. Signatures of some of the great and the good. Players past and present in a limited run of 1,864 shirts, boxed, certificated. Brilliant. Love it. I'll have to go and have a look at that. And of course, the big news on the COP development is the piling rigs turned up on Friday. I think they swam their way onto the COP the way the weather's been over Thursday and Friday. So I look forward to the to that getting underway, and I think things will start moving at a little bit of a pace now. Once it's piled and the concrete's down, things are going to move at quite a pace, I think. So bring that one on as well. And I've got to give a massive thumbs up and a well done, pat on the back, whatever, to Kath Jackson, who did the skydive for Archie and his cancer charity, raising over £9,000. A brilliant effort. Well done to all those who contributed. I believe there are plans afoot with her and Matt to top that up a little bit later on, but I'll let them break that one when they're ready. So that was that one. Bristol City, once again, I was unlucky in the ballot, so anybody hears of anything for that, I'll gladly receive them, and thank you very much for it. Now, the next question is one on a technical basis. Now, if there's anybody out there in YouTube land that uses an editing software on the laptop, drop us a message in the pit of doom below of what you use and how you find it. I've got to get away from doing these videos on my phone. It's using up all my space. So I need to move on. I've finally found some microphones that I'm more than happy with. There's been another reason why I haven't done anything in the last few weeks, because what I had was terrible. Sounded like I got my head in a goldfish bowl. But got these, more than happy with them. So that's that. So this week, I would imagine the medical team are going to be quite big, putting Kiefer back together again, ready for the long trip down to Ipswich or Saturday next. I'll preview that one on about Thursday, and I look forward to try and get back into the regime of doing these on a more regular basis. Now I've got my personal stuff out the way. Well, not out the way, but more manageable. So it's 4 o'clock on Sunday when I'm doing this, so I have what remains of a good weekend. Here's hoping for some big steps forward on the cop, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll see you the back end of the week for the Ipswich Town preview, and have a good weekend. See you later.